Okay, so I'm just applying some gesso, kind of scrubbing it into my page. This is my homemade journal from files, those folding file folders. Look back on my YouTube videos, you'll see it. Not a great tutorial putting it together. I lost some of the footage, but you get the gist anyway. So, just gonna give this a quick dry, and clean my brush. It doesn't take that long to dry. So I'm going to use a few colors together. This one here is Drizzle Gray. I have no idea what I'm doing today. So I'm just going to put some of this out on the page. And this is a hammered iron. It's a gray with a little bit of, I think it's a little bit of brown in there. I love this color. And just a little bit of white. Of course, I don't have any small containers of that, so I've got to be a little bit careful on how much I put on my page. Okay, I think that should do. So then I'm just going to do a kind of a cross maybe not totally mixing these. Just making sure I've got the whole page covered though. And again, put that in the water. And at this point, I think I want to use my paper towel roll and just kind of roll some of that excess paint. It gives it a really nice texture. I love that. Saving the paper towels, of course. I wanted to add one more color. Just a little coral. Not much, just a little. I do want a little bit of a wet brush. And again, I'm going to just roll that off. Yeah, it's more like it. So I see there's a few more people doing art in a box. That's nice. Always inspiring to watch other people's creations. That's dry enough. Now I want to use a little of my white paint. So I gotta put some out and get a makeup sponge. I'm not sure what. If I'd marked my drawers, I'd be way better off. Okay, I'm just pouncing it into some white paint and dabbing off because I want to use some of these numbers. Just here and there on the page, not everywhere. Going off the page some. Let's have a look. I think that's good. Put that over there. Now, I'm just wondering if I can dab that on with a baby wipe so it's not so concentrated. Let's see. Oh. It's dried up already. I'll put it over here. Ay, 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 ay. Gets all over your hands and into my white paint. That doesn't matter though. I just want a little bit of something else on my page. Because they're not water resistant. I guess I should. I got two water containers here. One has soap in it, the other one is just for rinsing, and it works really well. So what I want to do right now is kind of just sort of lighten this up some. It's a little bit maybe too bright for me, but I do like it. So, what next? Okay, I dried the page, came back to it, and I didn't like it. So, using the same colors, went over it again, and did not put the numbers in it this time. And I seem to like this page much better. So, we're going to move on from here. Sorry, I should have filmed that, because mistakes are important for new people to see, or even anyone to see actually. I didn't know I was going to do it. That's the thing. So it's kind of all part of the process. I'll try and remember next time to film the whole thing. However, it could make the videos really long. So at this point, I still don't know what I'm doing actually, but we'll see. I'm going to bring some berry red in here, and I don't know what I'm doing. It's not really covering like I want. I might have to go over it a few times. I wanted a darker a darker red than that. Oh well, that's okay. I'm just painting circles. I don't know, up here maybe. Yeah, it seems to be picking up that blue and all my other colors underneath, so I might change the color. I've got to kind of let this dry before I can move on. So I'll show you my process. I'll speed this through. Okay, so I haven't got much darker, but I do have quinacridone magenta in basics. So I'm just going to put a wee bit out because that's more of a heavy acrylic. And I want a fairly dry brush. And it's really still not changing this color. Weird. Well, it is a little bit. Not as much as I'd hoped, though. I wanted something brighter. Maybe I should have used something with a little bit of orange in it. That might have helped. And if I keep moving this, it's going to mess me up. I could really mess it up now. Because I'm going to throw an orange in the mix. This is, I believe it's called Poppy Orange. Maybe it's dried. Wow. I think it might be dried out. Oh yeah, I can get in there. Well, if anything else, it's going to be funny. Nothing like putting in highlights of orange, eh? Oh well. This is mistakes and all, guys. So I don't seem to mind that. I need a clean paper towel. Well, I think I want to use black. So put out a little black on my palette. My desk is a hot mess. I'm thinking of moving my studio around. Oh my God, this is about the 4th time. So I don't know. I think I want to do some ovals down here maybe. I need a bigger brush. That's too small. Let me get my big one back. That's going to take me all day to paint in. Okay. Try that again. That's better. I think I'm going to do little vases down here. Painterly type. They're not going to be very realistic. I'm not a very realistic drawer. really. I'm more, maybe once it's outlined it'll look a little bit better. So, I don't know if I want them all the same size. Not, probably. But sitting on the same table, if I can visualize a table down here at the bottom of my page. Boy, those are roughly painted in, I'll tell you. Just kind of roughly getting an idea of where I want the bottoms to be. This is a very painterly type of painting. It's not remotely realistic, really. But I do like to try. I'm not trying to do realistic. I mean, I'm not a real artist, so realistic isn't in my vocabulary, to be quite honest. I'd be just happy. You know what? I gotta make this one really different. So I'm going to try and make it more like wider, but I'm at the edge of the page, so I can only do it so far. Yeah, just a little different for interest. So I guess you can tell I'm going to make those flowers up top, and just a little nervous about that. I'm not a flower painter. I am a collage artist. I love collage. Not much of a, even like painting like this is out of my realm a little bit. Okay, so making decisions. Okay, it's kind of dry, and I brought out some raw umber and I can't remember that name. Yellow ochre. So my raw umber is roughly down here. I'm not going to make it really like El Perfecto. I'm just grabbing a wee bit of that yellow ochre, kind of mix in with that, so it looks like, yeah, just kind of a table, a little more, just so that I have just something down here. Not truly realistic, but works for me. And I want to add a little more of that black to this, which will help it along. See, and I didn't get it quite right. So that's okay. I'm probably making a hot mess, but that's okay. And I'll just paint these in a little bit more here. I need it a little bit more anyways. Okay. I think I'm happy with that. So now, I don't want to add too many colors into my painting, so I'm just going to paint into that. I'm not so sure I like that color. So I'm cleaning my brush and I'm going back into the black, I think. Remember, this is not realistic. I'm going to go over this one, because I don't like that color. Don't like that color, so I've gone over it, and that's okay. Now I'm going to do leaves. Oh no. It's like, when you're doing it live, it's really pressured, in a way. My leaves are going to be really awful, I know, I can tell already. That's okay. That's really going to... Whimsical. This is more whimsical. Okay. And I should have another one coming here, even off the page. Okay. I think I'll go to a smaller brush again. I want to use a little bit of white. Not much. Not sure what I want to do. Not sure what I want to do with the vases. Well, I think the top looks bare, so we're going to go back in with this. I'm going to put a little flower here, Didn't mean to get it that big. Want it to be like kind of buds in a way. Yeah, I think that one looks funny. I don't think I can take it away now. See, you can. Good. Happy. Like I said, I'm not the best of painters, but I love to do it. Okay, I gotta change color to that orange again. And I don't have any out on my palette anymore. Okay, not too much. Okay. And I need a little more black. Draw some stems to those. Coming from here. Does that look funny? Probably does. Yeah, I didn't think I had enough black. I think I'm going to paint these leaves in. You're probably wondering, what has she got in her head now? Well, we'll see if my idea pans out. Brush is getting dry. Okay, I still have to draw that in. Oops. Ah. Hot mess. Freehand anything. I have to have my arm resting on something. That's okay, I'm going to scrub that off right now. Okay. I got to put a touch of white in there yet. Not much. Just a wee bit. A little bit. Just a little. That one was a bit anemic. I think that it still is. Okay. All right, I'll be back. Okay, I tore some tissue, not tissue paper, jelly paper, and got out my script stamp. I don't normally like to add acrylic paint to it, but I haven't really got a choice. I don't have any white stays on, so I don't need much, so I'm not going to paint much. I don't know how this is going to work. I should try stamping it off once and just seeing. I don't know. I wanted these to be really cool. That's what I got for that one. I think it is kind of cool. So, I know that's kind of wet, but we're going to continue. I'm not going to get the whole outside, and that's okay. Just want to get a little bit of the inside. So, a little bit more paint. I'm not going to stamp it. Maybe I better stamp a little bit off. See, I like that. But boy, do I need to wash this out after. I just get really nervous with that. Don't like using acrylic paint on my expensive I moved it. I don't know what's underneath there. Oh, God. Oh, I'm safe. Safe, guys. I'm safe. Yay. So in the meantime, you're going to see me. I'm taking this. I'm taking my jug of water. And I'm using the wrong brush. Sorry. I'm not using that brush. Where is that other brush? Oh, it's here. This is a real stiff kind of brush, like the bristles are stiff. But I'm going to do the best I can into my plastic garbage bag lined box. And I think that should do a good job. And I'll show you in a minute. Because I do have some soap in my water. Put that back. There we have it. Clean. I'm happy. Okay, so that's what we got so far. Now what else do I want to do? Well, let me see. I don't know. That might be too much. I was thinking of polka dots. Yeah, I think I do want to do something else. So, I'm going to add white dots around my little flowers. And they may not be perfect, because that's just how I roll. My hand isn't perfect. But I don't know, I haven't done this much painting in I don't know how long. I think it's Gina's fault. And Monica's. Monica at least does something every week. Yeah, now she's doing more. It's, if you saw from her last video, bcdoula's video, she's going to try and do 30 minutes a day, which I think is fabulous. And I watched that video tonight, and honest to goodness, I was inspired. And I thought, I got to get to my craft room and do something. Not that I haven't been doing, because I have. But, I mean, digital, yeah, digital's fun. I love it, and I love kind of, you know, where it takes me. Digital art can take you pretty much anywhere you want it to take you, as long as you have the products. But painting like this, whoa. I mean, you really, I didn't know where I was going with this, really. But I'm loving it now. It's very whimsical, and I really, see, this is what happens. Either I really hate it, and I want to put gesso over the whole thing, or I just love it. Okay, so I'm liking that. This is faded a little bit. And you know, it's so simple, I love it. And yet, in a way, it needs something more. But I just don't know. I think I just might call this done. But I love how the stamp took. I really like that. Really, really like that. A lot. But you know what? I just like the simplicity of it. And I didn't put my timer on, Monica. I'm sure it was longer than, you know, 30 minutes. But I'm just going to date it, sign it. I don't know what day it is today. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's after midnight. Okay. I'm kind of a late night person, so you'll get to know that about me. I don't want all that other stuff on there. So I'm just I'm gonna date it right there. There we go. And put my signature on here. I have a way of signing that I used to sign years ago, and I've gone back to it. So, just going to do it. And that's it. It's a D and a P. Okay, there's my page. I'll take a photo of it and let me know what you think. Fill your life with love and scatter sunshine, everyone. Have a great evening or a great day wherever you are. Bye for now.